What's going on YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, and I'd like to welcome you to my brand new channel, Mr. Wheels TV. I will put the link in the description box below to my old channel, Mr. Wheels 86, so you can check out some of my other videos. But I was going to do a video tomorrow afternoon recapping all the trades from the NHL Trade Deadline day, but there's been some big developments in the NHL in terms of trades today, so I want to get everyone up to speed if you're not already. Let's talk about Roberto Luongo. He is no longer a Vancouver Canuck, and for some people, that's a big deal. Yay! The saga with Roberto Luongo is over. He is once again a Florida Panther. And coming back the other way in that trade is Jakob Markstrom and Sean Matthias. And I believe there's a prospect as well, and the Vancouver Canucks will retain 18% or 30% of his contract or something like that. That doesn't matter, but the big news is Roberto Luongo is no longer in Vancouver. Let's get caught up with some of the other trades. Up until today, the biggest trade was Ryan Miller and Steve Ott and a prospect were traded from Buffalo to St. Louis in return for Jaroslav Halak and Chris Stewart. And don't be surprised if Jaroslav Halak or Chris Stewart or both of them get turned around and end up somewhere else by the end of by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Now let's get on to some other trades that have happened today. Stefan Robidas is now a member of the Anaheim Ducks. And sticking with Anaheim, they traded Victor Faust to Edmonton, and Edmonton turned around and traded Ilya Bryzgalov to Minnesota. And again, sticking with Anaheim, they've traded Dustin Penner to Washington, and Washington then turned around. Washington also made a move, trading Martin Erat and John Mitchell to Phoenix for prospect Chris Brown and Rostislav Klesla. I hope I said that right. And what else has happened? Florida traded defenseman Mike Weaver to Montreal, and Chicago has acquired defenseman David Rundblad from Phoenix. Those were the main trades that have happened so far. You might not think that's a huge deal, but I mean, I think it's a sign of things to come. I think it's going to be a good trade center this year. I will also put the links below to the website that I've gone to get most of my information from, and you can listen to stuff about Roberto Luongo because it's all on there. But I want to talk about some players that have been waived and maybe in play in some other trades. Now, being waived by an NHL team means you can eventually go to their AHL affiliate, but it also means other teams can pick you up. So some players that have been waived so far: Trevor Lewis of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Corey Conacher of the Ottawa Senators, Scott Gomez and Scott Clemenson, both from Florida. Devin Dubnyk, who was recently acquired from Edmonton by Nashville, has been waived by the Nashville Predators as of right now. Chuck Kobasu has been waived by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Joe Corvo has been waived by the Ottawa Senators. Derek Smith was waived by Calgary, and Corey Potter was waived by Edmonton. And again, that may not be a big deal to some people, but I'm just saying that these guys could be in play, involved in other trades, and you never know. Now, let's talk about where some of the other big names could end up, or some of the other big names out there. Obviously, Ryan Kessler, there was a lot of trade talk about him, not Roberto Luongo, before today, so Kessler's still in play. Thomas Vanek is another one. Matt Molson they were traded for each other earlier in the season. Alex Edler, Kevin Bieksa, Mike Camilleri. There's going to be a lot of teams, I think, going after these players and trying to add some veteran leadership and scoring. I'm going to focus tomorrow's video recapping the trades on the Canadian teams. So I would ask you to like up this video, subscribe to my new channel, and I will see you next time. I will see you tomorrow after 3 p.m. to recap all of Trade Center. So take it easy.